Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Mac. I am torn between, well, let me put it like this. I've had a couple of days, like solid, where I have felt really compelled to do like a video journal or this kind of life update. Whether it be the energies that are at hand or, let's say resistance of some nature, right? Whether it be you resisting, me resisting change, or other forces coming against me in order for me to resist my change. And for some reason or another, something happens where I get pulled away from it. I even wanted to get on here and do a tarot reading because I don't know, I feel compelled to. Pull it away. So, I guess I'm here just to tell you kind of what's going on in case maybe you're going through the same, you're like, what the fuck? And then maybe you'll feel good because somebody else is going through it with you. You can make you can shift it a little bit, right? If you know, you know. So I live in an apartment. The apartment is a duplex. I've lived here for a year and a half, almost a year and a half. And probably I moved in August of last year. And by October, I started hearing weird stuff up in the attic, right? Like confirmation. Weird stuff like somebody had fallen or they knocked something over. But at that point in time, I'm not relating anything to a person, okay? So, I remember talking to my ex about it on the phone. Just real relaxed phone conversation. He was out of town. And I just I think I heard something that night. I can't remember what spot it was at. I think I was my living room was set up differently. So I was kind of technically in the same area, but that doesn't matter. So I get kind of freaked out because my ex out of nowhere says, not out of nowhere, I'm sorry. My ex says, have you thought about maybe something being up in the attic? Maybe that guy next door. Because where the attic entrance is, both duplexes the exact same, right? There's an attic door up on the ceiling. The next door neighbor's gonna have the same thing. Easily accessible. You gotta get up there, but it's just a door. It's not sealed. And it clicks to me, and I'm like, oh shit. What if this is the case? Then I ended up leaving. I stayed at a hotel. It really freaks me out that night. Time goes on. I end up at one point calling the police and them telling me, like, we just gotta catch him up in there for us to be able to really do anything, but I could still fill out a report. Once I said that, this dude comes, like, it was, hey, stop it. Okay. This dude is leaving his house, jumping in the car, somebody came and picked him up, and then he's bouncing, and it was quickly. I don't know about you, but that gives me the impression that's who was up there. So, what do? The next tenants come through. 2 brothers. I ended up running into one of these brothers at the bus station at one point. We got to bullshitting it, and I'd let it slip that this had taken place in the with the previous people, not even thinking about it. Like, oh, he's going to do the same. By golly, he did the same. And he was up there forever. Like, even in the hot months of the summer, I swear. Because the thing is I know what it sounds like when people are up there, and I know what it sounds like when people aren't up there. It's vastly different. At this point, I'm so attuned to it. Because, yes, it's still going on. I'm so attuned to it that it's like I can almost feel the pressure. Weirdly. They end up getting that, they leave. Next tenant, they're here for like maybe 2 months, maybe 3. I swear the dude was up there. And I got it on video at one point where the chick was like, thought I heard him up there. I get it recorded. They're moving out when this is taking place. Hey. And, she walks in. I swear he's up there. Sounds like he's up there. Sounds like he opens the door. And she goes, well. So it's almost like these chicks get on board with them. Okay? They know they're up there. This next one happens, and I hear the door open the very first time it opens up. I'm taking a nap on this couch, and I go, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, I try not paying any attention. One night, I knew he'd been up there all day. It's weird. He'd been up there all day. And I'm talking shit, little, not being mean, but kind of funny mean, you know, because it irritates me. And that night, he goes and knocks on my ceiling and is smoking pot and blows it all in my apartment. I went off. I called this dude out, told him to meet me outside, and he didn't do that. No, he stayed up there. And I even took my broom and pounded it on the attic door and said, meet me outside. And he wouldn't come out. I heard his girl start hollering, and then she was quiet the rest of the night. Like, I don't know who. It has to be a job. Like, they're coupled up on this. They're okay with this. Because what chick lets their dude go and watch some other chick in the apartment next door? That's single, you know. It don't make any sense to me. Because I wouldn't. That would not be happening. So, they still don't stop. They're still up there, and now it's like increasing. So, I go with the flow, I guess, for the most part. But then I got this ex-husband situation, right? What that does is it's like, it seems to be, he knowingly manipulates stories in order to control the narrative, in order to try and control me. And he's gaslit me so many times. Even very recently. He keeps trying to. He's not accomplishing this one. Because I'm like, this is not, I know what you're doing. This is brought into the mix too, and it seems like every time my ex-husband shows up, this dude leaves. And I'm trying to show my ex-husband, like, what's happening. This dude will leave, and he never leaves. He's there all the time. Kind of sassy. Multiple times. Even when I had to go to my daughter's Christmas thing tonight. Sure enough, he comes. He's gone. He's conveniently gone. So I was like, okay. What if my ex paid every one of these tenants, to do this? This wasn't my first thought. The first thought was that something is like, some energy is taking these people over. And they really aren't aware of it. And I feel like it jumps to my ex too. Because he'll shift and things go bad. But then I question my psyche in this. And then I'm like, but this dude's playing with my psyche too at the same time. So it's like this perfect storm. What it wants to be, this perfect storm of manipulation. And even though it sounds completely out there, like, I think the concept of him paying somebody to watch me is really out there. But at the same time, when you're lied to enough by one person, multiple lies, and you're starting to see how their purpose is in the manipulation of the conversation, right? Or the retellings of things that have happened. It's like what you're doing really looks like it serves, there's a recipe here that you've gotten good results from. Or I can look back on different times, different points in time, and say, like, see myself and my psyche at that point, and really it was off. It was off. But he'll tell me now he wants me to really believe that I'm mentally ill and that I'm not well because I even hear anything. He doesn't believe me when I say I heard something knock on my ceiling. He wants me to believe that that's not real. But that goes with the concept of he doesn't want to believe anything that I say, really anything that isn't 100% agreeable, because that would mean that he's giving me like power, a little bit of authority, right? And he doesn't want to hear anything I say. Like he says he loves to hear me talk, whatever. He probably does. But he makes sure to not believe anything I say, because then that would make the things that he says aren't true quite possibly true. It means I might have some, there might be some value to what I'm saying. I don't think that's the right way to put it. There might be some credibility. That's what it is. I would gain credibility with him. If I have that, then that means more people may possibly believe my story, and he does not want that. Because he doesn't want his story to be real either, I don't think. But you would almost think that's, how can that be? You do the things. You live a double life. One of them's got to be a show, I feel like. And I think that's the one he's got with me. I think it's all just a show. There's way more to this as well, in terms of like, what would be the purpose of him paying this guy up here? What would be the purpose? Money, maybe? I don't know. Then I hear a lot of this stuff from tarot readings, but it all matches up with my life perfectly. A lot of it does. My mom passing away and my family being shady around that time. My brother and his wife and everybody, like, all of a sudden just, and don't get me wrong, I had a few choice words for them. But that's behavior that doesn't make any sense. Blocking me. And disappeared. Out of a lot of people's lives too. People who are close in a way, where I don't know if he just doesn't want to be associated with these people. Because it could be linked to this, and then am I just totally making this something that it's not? Because it can be very detailed, it can go very deep. There's a lot of pieces to that puzzle. There's a lot of pieces to all these puzzles. It's all one huge jigsaw puzzle. I would love to know if anybody else is contemplating these things. Watch this tarot too. Like, do you have these situations happening in your life as well? Because, man, it'd be crazy. I just want to know what more of the stories are that are taking place. Because then maybe I feel like I can get a better grasp on reality. It's ridiculous. But is it though? At the same time, we wake up, right? We're waking up. There's so many illusions. So many illusions we are not aware of until those moments where waking up really starts to hit, and you're starting to have realizations and aha moments about those close to you that were never really close to you. And they'll tell you this, right? This person is not who you think they are. But then you're in front of them and they're like acting complete opposite of that. Like, you would not think that. get some time or distance in between them, even turn your back on them. Like, turn your back to go do something. I don't know what that person is like behind my back. Really, I don't think. I feel like it's really hard nowadays to meet somebody that is loyal in a sense. And I feel like loyal is the wrong word, because you're supposed to be loyal to yourself. But like, do others as you would have them do unto you is a big thing. And I'm big on gossip, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like talking about people in that manner. Now, when I get on one, don't get me wrong, I'll talk about this situation, which is in a way me talking about people. Try to approach it the best way I can. I feel like I'm pretty, I hate to say realistic, because it sounds so out there. But I don't think we realize how out there our realities are. I don't think we all realize that we have been gaslit as well by these places, these people. This reality is like, I read it today, it's like the fish who doesn't know that they're swimming in water. You know, that's how we are living through this reality. We have no idea that these things are anything, but we're breathing them in and taking them all in, and they are affecting us mentally. We're all a little ill, and we're all a little unwell, and we think that's normal. We don't even know that, let's say we don't even realize that we're unwell, but the way we're seeing things is a certain reality that we're okay with. Because we aren't ones that live through our suffering. Like, we think we're suffering. We are, okay, how did he put it, man? We think we're suffering. But unless, like, we've got all of these things that comfort us. When we have these moments where we're triggered and we want to stop it. So you consume something, whether it be a TV show, a piece of cinnamon toast, or just over consuming anything. You escape for a moment. You get that dopamine. And it pushes whatever down. Look around you. Everything here is for comfort. Is to prevent us from suffering. And it is a very core part of us. Yeah. So what do you do? Anybody that knows what I'm talking about, any stories, any information, I would really appreciate it. I will leave my email address in the About section, or the More section, and I hope to hear from you. I'm going to end it here.